Hey everybody, I'm Dr. Chase Hayden.
Hey there, Dr. Amber Horsley.
The number one complaint that spouses give to us regarding their significant other, usually the wife complains about the husband, but the number one thing that spouses typically will ask about is how can we help with snoring? So Dr. Horsley and I were talking about that, and we wanted to make this video to give you 3 simple tips that, maybe not so simple, but 3 tips to at least help out with the snoring problem that your husband or your wife may have going on. And so the first thing, what would you say it is, Dr. Horsley? If you wanted to give help for someone who snores, how might you help them?
Yeah, first thing, which maybe people have heard before, would be to lose weight, because a lot of that extra weight can just change how the structural alignment is of the tongue, different things in the mouth, and sometimes that can play a factor in leading towards snoring, as well as can be a factor in a lot of other different causative effects in your health that can lead towards snoring as well. So first thing I would do would be to lose weight.
So weight loss is going to be a big deal just for everybody to be a little bit healthier.
Exactly.
And like you mentioned before, weight seems to coincide with other negative health factors or health risks, things like diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol. Well, weight, when that starts going down, also helps those other areas.
Yep.
Snoring just happens to be a side effect of some of these metabolic symptoms
Exactly.
that are going on. Exactly. So that's a great one. So in trying to lose weight, the second tip might be to avoid the specific inflammatory foods that you react to, right? So dairy, for example, is the most common inflammatory food that individuals consume that leads to increased mucus production and can clog up those airways a little bit. I know my wife is always pushing me and elbowing me if I eat things I'm not supposed to. Ice cream, you know, as good as Bluebell is, if I eat Bluebell ice cream, I'm a mouth breather all night and I snore a ton. And so I know if I'm trying to not snore, watching what I eat, specifically dairy is the most common one.
Yeah.
But identifying the food that messes with you and causes that inflammatory response to be present can definitely affect your snoring. Outside of dairy, what might be some of the most common inflammatory foods that someone would want to experiment with if they're trying to stop?
So dairy would definitely be the first one because of how Dr. Hayden said it associated also with mucus, but also gluten is another one that has been shown by research to cross-react with dairy. So if you have dairy sensitivity, it's very common that you also have sensitivity to gluten. So those are the top 2 inflammatory foods that I would really be sure to take out first, but other ones that may perhaps be involved would be corn, soy, nightshades, even chocolate. So
nightshade sounds like a weird one. What is the nightshade for the regular
I was going to
people?
get there. So nightshades are going to be things like eggplant, tomatoes, peppers, paprika, tobacco, things in that nature are going to be things more in the nightshade family. Another thing I would really avoid would be artificial sweeteners. So that's going to be those lovely little pink, yellow, and white packets that you have on the tables, things like that. Trading that out for a more natural alternative, so stevia, xylitol, or just real cane sugar.
So if I'm trying to lose weight, a good place to start is with my diet anyways.
Correct.
And so what we're saying is kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Look at the inflammatory foods that may be contributing to a problem. Get those out of the diet, which should help with losing weight, should help with losing inflammation in the area, may help with snoring.
Exactly.
Okay. So if those were the first 2 things, lose weight and then avoid inflammatory foods, what might be the third thing someone could do to help with their snoring?
Yeah, so if we've already done a lot of those more lifestyle factors, a great thing to incorporate would be chiropractic, because a lot of things with your head and neck through here, all these nerves that here in your neck relate to all these ligaments, tendons, muscles, things in your neck as well as in your jaw and even your tongue. And so all these things that can be playing a factor in snoring. So misalignments can create more exacerbations there that can lead potentially towards snoring. So chiropractic and adjustments and making sure we have proper alignment in our neck can be a big factor in moving in the right direction and can potentially help with snoring.
I definitely feel better when I get my neck adjusted or manipulated. Sometimes when I'm snoring, you know, I've had too much ice cream or whatever, it lingers a little bit. So even though I don't do ice cream every night, if I do it once every few months, it seems to stick with me a little bit longer. Then when Dr. Horsley adjusts my neck, it cleans it up a lot faster and helps me not to have that snoring process, because something in my neck goes weird with certain foods, and so therefore whenever those foods create inflammation, the side effect is the compensation through my muscles and my neck and my nerves, so therefore other things are impacted because of that. So three things you could do to try and change snoring. Number 1, lose some weight. Number 2,
It would be take out the inflammatory foods to help with weight loss.
and number 3,
Chiropractic care.
chiropractic care. All right, thank you all very much. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call. Have a great day.
Thank you.
Bye.